Hello, everybody. I'm Satya Narayan, basically a professor of economics and international relations. I'm here today to give a little overview about how to look at your future destination in the overseas. And why overseas? Is it necessary that everyone should look at overseas education, or it's something so different? Let me possibly start with an example. We have almost 10 billion people on this planet. 10% of them get the best of everything, the best of education, the best of medical care, the best of entertainment, the best of technology, and the rest 90% also need to have this. How do you do this? The only way in which we can do this is through innovation and research. Hence, I encourage everyone to look across the political borders and say whether you can be a facilitator to make the rest 90% to get the same level of knowledge, expertise, and a good life to the sustainable living. We all talk about sustainability, but how much do we really contribute? That when you talk about education in the overseas, the first experience what you get is challenge. So education becomes the fulcrum of this whole process. So when somebody asks me why education abroad, A, it gives you an educational initiative that is not just driven by knowledge, not just classroom learning. What you learn more outside the class is more than what you learn inside. So it's got one, a very structured curriculum that is industry driven. Two, it has a large focus on the futuristic changes that will happen in this planet. Three, it has faculties who have put a lot of experience in research and knowledge who will take you to the next level of competence. So if you want to upscale your skills and become someone who can be a contributor, I think this is the only way to learn. Above all, it gives you an environment which is truly cross-cultural. Just imagine you have students coming from 100 nationalities in your class versus you stay back in the country with almost every student from the same nationality. Because cultural diversity is the future of learning. So the first thing I say, studying abroad gives you that openness. It allows you to think. It allows you to speak. It allows you to make your own value judgment. So that is the first learning you achieve when you go abroad. Maybe any country in the world. The second important thing what I look at it is it gives you a meaningful opportunity to make a kind of a value proposition to your own life. Because internationalization of education is nothing but nurturing talent in the right place. So what you do is what you execute all your life. Equally important, you become self-dependent. Third, you build your own resilience and you become confident to handle the most difficult tasks and challenges. There is no easy cakewalk, but those challenges will make you someone special on this planet. So looking at education abroad, it's certainly a good choice. Well, over the years, people have been traveling. India has been the second most known country in the world to send their students abroad. And believe me, we are the student population of the biggest earners of foreign exchange to the Indian Reserve Bank of India. In this whole model, everyone benefits. And we are all in the hyper cycle. Usually we have conventional countries, but there are new emerging countries. So today I wanted to really spell out how do you look at Europe as a destination. People look at only those conventional countries where people have gone. Europe has a great place to live in. One, it's a country, I would say, a conglomeration of countries in more than 28 countries across the globe. Europe is known for its culture, intensity of research, and a more welcoming place to live in. It has the finest universities which can ever think. When I'm talking about Europe, I'm talking about 28 countries as a consortium. There are traditional countries, but new countries are emerging. The traditional countries where everyone looks at is Germany because it's known as the technology country of the world. But besides Germany, we have people go to Sweden, people go to Netherlands, which are equally good. And there are newer countries like Finland, like Poland, Latvia, who are also emerging as safe destinations for India and Indian students. So what are the things you look at it? The first thing you look at what this country can offer you. A, good quality education, which is internationally accepted. Two, an opportunity to exchange your knowledge among others in the class. Three, it gives you a value proposition to the knowledge which you seek, liberty, equality, and opportunity. The, the next thing is it allows you freedom to think. It allows you the freedom to experience and expose. And that is where it makes a big difference. The teaching methodology or the pedagogy is not limited to classroom learning. In fact, you do probably only 20% in the classroom, but almost 80% comes from your application through your group teaching, your projects, your internship. So by the time you graduate, you become a facilitator, not only to the class peers, but also to the industry. All these factors make the education across the globe in Europe something special, which you can discover. Above all, it's a great environment to live in because the diversity of nature, excellence in their system, discipline, and integrity to work is a better place for living longer and do settlement. And last, when I look at it, I look at a place not only for education, but for work, to settle, and make others to say that you have a long-term objective in your life. The question comes to all students, are they good in education in all the fields? Name the field and I can tell you. It can start from marine sciences to as space sciences. Every field is equally good. Some of the emerging areas which I can possibly say is moving from basic engineering to technology engineering, where innovation becomes an important aspect. Excellent for research because I have huge money on research. Areas like, for example, if a student of mechanical engineering can move into robotics, control systems, advanced technology and design. So automobile industries make a mark there. They have something called electrical engineering with transportation system. So today with electrical vehicles, mass transportation system helps industries to sustain their cities and make them smart cities. The most important area which are emerging today is creating a better energy from conventional to non-conventional. We have been depending on conventional energy, which has been extremely expensive, and we are trying to deteriorate the ecosystem. So solar energy, wind energy, hydrogen energy, nuclear energy is the future. So Europe, I would say, embraces these energies. Talk about art and design. The European culture patronizes art, design. Somebody is creative, you can be the best. It's the best place for you to stay the back. Finance. The European financial model is known across the globe. So today there's going to be a balance between the West and the Europe. how they become powerful nations of the world. And last year and the previous years have created a catastrophe in the healthcare space. Europe stood up and created a difference in making them safe cities and safe countries across the globe. So I consider that students who want to look at any of these areas should look at Europe as a destination, and the emerging area countries like Finland, Poland, Latvia, Netherlands could be a very good place of destination, not only to study, but also to settle in a long term, because every country allows you to settle. Above all, the GDP and the per capita income earned by these countries are, are not only par with the Western countries, but much more in terms of conversion. So it helps you to grow, it helps you to nurture, it helps you to make a good human being. Please, if you think that you would like to explore, make an effort, contact my office, OECS India, and I'm actually been supporting European education, and I'm the vice chairman of the education committee for the India European Council Chamber of Commerce, and we are promoting India EU relationship, education, business, employment, and cultural exchange. Visit my office or contact my office and my office people in the city of Pune, and we will try to see how different you will experience. Make a visit, make a call, see the difference. Thank you. All the best in your career.